So CGC continues to baffle, confuse, and overcharge and underwhelm all its customers. Is now the time to switch to CBCS? I think so, and actually I'm not the only one. You want to see some reasons? Stick around. So welcome back, everybody. Thank you again for joining. Welcome back, family. I'm sorry. Welcome back, family. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is now the time to switch to CBCS. And I mean, I think so. Matter of fact, if anybody's watched my May 1st submission video, yes, those books did get mailed off, but just so you know, they went to CBCS. I decided to give them another shot. And yes, I did have one bad experience with them, which made me switch to CGC. But I've had a lot of bad experiences with CGC, and I just kept blindly going back to them. And there's several reasons why, and I'd like to tackle every one of these, okay? First off, some people say they like the way the comic books look better in a CGC holder. And I think I know why, okay? So I'm going to hold up a CBCS one comic book real quick. Okay? I'm going to hold up a CGC comic book real quick. What do you remember about each one? The CGC, the thing that pops the most is the grade. Because you've got that big, bold, black on white 9.4 staring in your face. And that's why I made sure I grabbed another 9.4. Did you even catch what the grade was of this book? It's also a 9.4. I believe I'm correct on this. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But I believe I saw in an interview with CBCS, they didn't want the focus to be the grade. They wanted the focus to be the book. Okay, because what's really important here, you're not buying a slab with the number 9.4 on it. You're buying a protected Inhumans number 5. First appearance of Yelena Belova. So it's the comic book that's important, not the grade. Your eyes should look at the comic and go, that's a cool comic. What's the grade? Not, that's a good grade. What's the comic? You know, I mean, I kind of understand that logic. You know, we're so accustomed to seeing these giant bold numbers that we're not paying attention to the core of what we started collecting in the first place. I mean, guys, did we get into collecting numbers or did we get into collecting comics? I can kind of appreciate that. Second is the holders are better. They really are clearer. They have a new plastic which they introduced last year. They are stronger. They don't have any of the Newton rings anymore. You're still getting Newton rings. I've been getting comic books damaged from CGC lately. Okay, I sent in some comics, and I got one of them back, and it looked like somebody had taken the book and went smash on the corner of the comic book. The whole thing was accordioned, like an accordion in. Okay, and when I submitted the books, it was maybe number 4 out of 10. So there's no way you're going to smash in the middle book of a stack of books. It's just not going to happen. So I know it happened in their facility. And what it was Strange Academy number 1, second print. I'm not going to send in a bad copy of that book. Okay? I was debating whether or not to send that in as a 9.8 because I just wanted to have it because I've got the number 1, the first print. I thought it would look good. When it came back 8.0, I'm like, what the heck happened? That's not what I sent. So I have to remember that, yes, I did get a bad submission on my CBCS, but I've gotten bad submissions on CGC. And their lead times are getting ridiculous. And their prices just get raised up, which, I'm sorry, I can't see a justification for. Now, what was really the deciding factor was I have multiple submissions at CGC right now. And I've got the screenshots for you, so I'm just pulling it up on my phone so I can read it, because I can't see the screenshot while I'm recording. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to put it right over here. So I have a submission which it shows as received, which I know I actually mailed it off at the end of March. It got received on 5/11. So it took about 5.5 weeks for it to come in. And as soon as it got received, it went straight to status scheduled for grading. Now this is a 25 book modern tier. Okay? But going back in my records, and this is as of today, March 13th, which I'm going to be airing this video in a couple of days, so it'll probably be like March 15th. I have submissions that I mailed off at the very, very beginning of January, if not the end of December, which were received by them on February the 8th. 3 different submissions. Okay? I thought it was 2, but I didn't realize that they broke out the special label and made that a separate submission with separate shipping and separate handling and separate everything. But it is a Wolverine number 1, 1982 Miller, and I wanted the Wolverine logo, so I'm not going to cry that much. But anyway, I also have sent in some that were older, the value tier. The value tier, and you can't look it up anymore, by the way, it's gone from the records. But the value tier has a much longer lead time. My value tier is recently been switched to schedule for grading, but my 2 modern tiers, which were received February the 8th, 3 months ago, are still showing as received. So again, my modern tier, which was received, and I don't fast track or walk through or I don't do anything. Okay, no fasting. No fasting. I really should. No fast methods, just normal methods. My 2 modern tiers that were received February the 8th are still received. My modern tier that was received May 11th is showing a schedule for grading. So what this tells me is they don't know what the heck they're doing. And if they don't know what they're doing, why am I going to be paying them even more money? Okay? So I recently watched 2 videos by Nick over at Two Brothers, and I'll be linking one of them at the end of this video because I really want you guys to see this. It's really important. He's got 2 videos. I'll link one of them. He shows how the covers are stronger. He actually does a twist test on both the CGC and the CBCS, and the CGC cracks with half the pressure. He does a shake test. You can see the clarity of the book a lot better. It's a better product. That's the bottom line. Now, this is not PGX. This is not Bob's grading company. CBCS has been around for a very long time. They have a census now that you can go up and look and see how many of each book have been graded and it's being populated. They have better holders. They are I believe it's Beckett Grading Service that they've been around for decades as well. They do autograph authentication. This is not a fly-by-night company, okay? A 9.8 in CBCS is just as valid as a 9.8 in CGC. And again, you're not paying for the plastic, you're not paying for that number, you're paying for the book. So people saying, well, CGC sells for more or 15% more. That's going to change. Okay? I've talked to several dealers now, and it's pretty much unanimous. I haven't heard anybody otherwise, that if they have 2 copies of the same book, both 9.8, one CBCS and one CGC, the asking price is going to be the same because they're both 9.8 quality. And I think the dealers and even just the general collectors should do everything they can to try to level this playing field. It's an unfair, crazy monopoly that CGC kind of forces us to be in, and I don't think that we need to be there. So again, you got to check out the 2 videos that Two Brothers put out, that Nick put out. One, he covers the entire pricing breakdown of each tier and which ones slightly give the edge to CGC and which one are massively the edge for CBCS. The new the effect that they got rid of the 10% off of grading fees for a premium membership kind of stinks. They decreased the elite membership from 15 to 10, and I do a pricing video in the past when I figured out it was like 74 books before you even break even for getting an elite. So for the most of us, we don't do 74 books. But I think it's time that we all start making a switch. So I've got that last submission out, and I may be putting the next submission out, and I think I'm also going to turn off that little switch on CGC for auto renewal, which is coming up in a couple months, because I don't know if I'm going to be giving them any more books. Not in the near future anyway. That's for sure, because I'm going to get the next 10 submissions back from CBCS before I get back the stuff from CGC. It's getting nuts. I mean, I want to do some unboxing videos for you guys. I want to get my subscriber count up because I want to give away these books, which is a stupid, poor segue. But again, 300 subscriber, haven't reached it yet as at the time of filming this. Maybe by the time they release it, I will. Who knows? But if I have, then I'm going to start preparing the 400 subscriber. We'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, though, like, subscribe, click notifications, tell your friends, share the videos. I want to get one of those skywriters, or the planes with the banners that go over the beach that fly 200 miles one way, 200 miles an hour one way and 1 mile an hour the other because the wind's going that way. Boy, am I off on a rant here or not. Bottom line, check out the Two Brothers videos. You're going to find a lot of great information there. And CBCS's motto is, it's the clear choice. Maybe it might be. But in the meantime, though, thank you very much for joining me. Like, subscribe, share, don't forget. And as always, I'm out.